He didn't bother to dress in full, but held out his hand. Pushing down her nightgown, she scrambled from the bed and took his hand. They left her chamber, hurrying along the darkened corridor. His wife muffled her laugh. "It feels as if we are sneaking around. It is exciting," she whispered. He took her to the room he claimed as his workspace. Opening the door, they spilled inside. Padding over to the windows, he pulled back the heavy drapes, allowing a measure of light to fill the room. The room was rather large and had several windows to allow in natural light. The room also overlooked a pretty garden and a birdhouse. Several paintings, all his, hung on the wall. At least 3 easels with wooden chairs were positioned near the windows, and a dark green chaise longue with golden edges was by the fire. His wife gasped, and he turned around. Awe suffused her features as she stared at his work. "Oscar," she breathed, walking over to a painting of her on her horse. "This is beautiful. When you said you painted, I never imagined work so flawless and powerful, done with such rare precision and realism. Why do you keep this to yourself?" A rush of pleasure filled him at her admiration. "Habit," Oscar answered. His art was his and only his. "Except now I am sharing it with you." She whirled to face him. "When did you start painting?" "According to my mother, I waddled into the art room, picked up her brush, and made my first brushstroke at 2 years of age. I've never stopped painting. It is a great love," he admitted. You are incredibly talented." He strolled over to the painting, perusing it critically. He supposed it was a lovely one. Whenever he painted, it was as if he went to a different world, one in which he felt great emotions and was pushed to capture it on canvas. Prue walked from painting to painting, gasping at times, and reached out hesitantly to touch a portrait of herself, sitting and embroidering. There were several of her, one of her in a favourite dress of white and silver she had worn to a recent ball, another of her looking demure beside a bouquet of roses and other flowers, another showed her riding her chestnut mare. There were several of a large and snooty cat, which were rendered with considerable affection. His wife gave a quick gasp of utter astonishment. "These should be in a gallery. They are so lifelike and vibrant."